always bittersweet selling a house like this because you really build a relationship with the house as well as the client. You know, this house, even though it sold in 4 days, it took weeks of pre-listing, such as, you know, minor repairs, staging, getting the house to market. And then when everything is in line, it'll sell quickly and for the right price.
All right, welcome guys. This is exactly how Jay Lee is going to make $30,000 in commission in 4 months, thanks to a listing of $1.5 million that he got from running YouTube ads. And that listing is in Vaughan, Ontario. And Jay's been with us for, I think, like 3-4 months now in our listing accelerator program at getlistings.com. So Jay, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Do you want to start by just introducing yourself a little bit, where you work, how long you've been an agent, and what got you to potentially consider and start YouTube ads in the first place?
So I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I've been in real estate for 5 years and a full-time agent for the last 3 years. I actually saw Michael's ad about 3 or 2 years ago. We made an appointment. He gave me a demo. And at that time, I wasn't fully ready. But I always remember his idea of YouTube ads and his formula of YouTube ads. And I always believed that it will work. So once I gathered enough experience and sales under my belt, I reached out back to Michael and said, hey, I want to start generating ads through YouTube. Because the funneling system through YouTube really works, and I always believed in it, and has higher quality leads than things I generate myself through Instagram or Facebook. So yeah, with the leads, you just have to follow up and eventually you'll get listings.
Exactly. I mean, and let's talk about the numbers real quick. Just so people can have an idea, right, of what to expect. Because a lot of people know what they can expect with Facebook ads, Instagram ads, but not a lot of people run YouTube ads. Could you run through how much you spend on ad spend, on the YouTube ads, how many leads you got, appointments, listing, and the potential return, just you can have an idea?
So I think I roughly spend about 4,000, so 1,000 a month on YouTube ads. It's not like on Facebook, you spend 1,000, you get hundreds and hundreds of leads.
Yeah.
YouTube is
Yeah.
more higher quality leads, and that's something I was expecting. So you don't have to spend all day, every day calling as well. That's another benefit of these higher quality leads. You might get 1 or 2 phone calls a day, but they're higher quality. So essentially, it's very possible to get 1 listing per month with $1,000 ad spend.
Yeah.
Especially once the algorithm picks up and learns. I noticed now in my 4th month of the program that the leads have higher quality. I'm having conversations with each of them. In the first 2 months, I think the algorithm was just picking up the formula, and quality just got better and better as time goes.
There you go. Yeah. And so, okay, 4,000, so roughly 1,000 a month. And then I'm checking your CRM right now. I think you got 34 leads in total. And you were telling me you went on 3 in-person listing appointments so far, right? And you got 1 out of those to sign a listing agreement. It's actually going live today, right?
I'm very excited about that one. It's a big listing. Glad to showcase it as well.
Yeah, so it's 1.55, you said?
Yes, listed for 1.55, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, fully finished basement, detached with a beautiful backyard.
Nice. And so 2% is 30,000 roughly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And commissions that you'll be getting from that, obviously, when it sells. And obviously, like you said, you still have expenses as well, obviously, the home staging and everything to make it sell, but still pretty good, decent return. And as well, you'll keep getting more with time as the algorithm also picks up. Right now, you've run Facebook and Instagram ads before, right? For doing YouTube ads. Of course, we talked about the lead quality, but do you see any other differences with the 2 systems? There's pros and cons to both, but what do you feel is the biggest differences between running YouTube ads versus Facebook and Instagram ads?
So of course, YouTube ads, the lead gets to see you, gets to see your personality.
Yeah.
To your face, your image, because we're running a YouTube ad with video format.
Yeah.
If you're running Facebook ads or Instagram ads, a lot of the time you'll get a lot of leads, but it'll be very time consuming to sift through all those leads. Obviously, all leads you're able to close something with time, but I think YouTube is just better quality in general. You don't have to spend all day calling. The people that sign up are genuinely interested, either right now or in the future. With seller ads, they have a product in hand. They're not just a buyer. They have a product that they can sell and that they're considered selling. So that's why I prefer YouTube ads.
Nice. So yeah, higher intent. You don't have to spend a whole day, on the phone, calling leads, chasing them. Now, whenever you started getting getting leads, like, is there anything you've learned in the process generating YouTube leads that maybe something new you implemented in your sales process, your follow-up process, or it doesn't need to be necessarily just with the YouTube leads in general. You know, if you were to like look back and if you could like give yourself like one advice whenever you started lead generation, like what would be that one advice? Aside from like obviously choosing like a better platform like YouTube, would you have like any like specific advice you would give to like the younger like Jay, you know, starting off the lead generation?
To be honest, when I first started with real estate, I was in a team and they were very big on leads, and those skills kind of transferred as well. And somebody from your program mentioned again, Jeremy, I remember, he said relentless follow-up. And it's true. You have to relentlessly follow up,
Yeah.
keep top of mind. If you can do those simple things and don't be afraid to get a no at first, eventually it'll work out.
Nice. Okay. So like for example, when you say relentless follow-up, does that mean like do you have like a system you follow? Like do you do like 5 follow-ups? A lot of people say 7 touch points as well as like the key. Do you do more than that? Do you just like call them? Like how do you go about it?
Well, at least I want to have one genuine conversation with them just to gauge where they're at.
Yeah.
After that, you can decide whether you want to continue following up or maybe follow up once a month with them.
Okay. And whenever you follow up, like, do you like send an email, text, mix of everything? Do you like go doc,
A
like
mix of
door
everything,
knock?
but
Yeah.
I think calling is the most efficient. If you
Yeah.
can get on the phone with them,
Yeah.
then you can potentially set up a listing appointment with them.
Okay.
The goal for me on the phone call is to set up a listing appointment, and that's what I
Okay.
have.
So got it. And even though like it's been, say, after 2 months, right? You call them once a month and the goal is like to get the listing appointment. How do you make it not sound too pushy if last month they told you they weren't ready yet?
They just have to be genuine, care about their goals, care about their intent. Don't want to be too pushy. Just want to ask them, what their goals of selling, why are they selling?
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to sell. They're moving to another city for work. They maybe not can't afford their mortgage. There's some real reasons behind why they clicked on the ads in
Yeah.
the first place. And those are the reasons why they're willing to at least see you in person on a listing appointment.
Got it. Okay. So diving deeper into like the reason why, their motivations, and why they want to sell in the first place would allow you to like build that rapport, build that trust. Makes sense. Okay, cool. And before we end off here, like, I don't know if you had that experience before, but a lot of our clients that come on in the program also just had bad experiences before. Like they've got burnt before by other like lead companies and stuff like that. Did you like ever had that before, or like it just never happened to you? Always had like good experiences with lead generation?
Like I said, I started out on a team and they
Yeah.
were taking a big cut of the commission generated, but they
Mm,
were generating the leads. If you have zero leads, there's zero chance.
right.
So I decided to, put up my own money and generate my own leads. I always had the goal of doing that.
Yeah.
So I explored Facebook. I had to watch hours and hours of YouTube on how to run Facebook
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah.
And I did it all myself. And the quality of the leads were just not so good.
Yeah.
There are people that have a lot of success on Facebook, but for me, I find that the buyer ads, it's sometimes a duck hunt, like a goose
Yeah.
chase.
Absolutely. And to make that work, usually you need like you said, you're on the phone a lot. And for us to make it work back in the days, we used to have ISAs do that. But also it can help you like learn the ropes as well, right? And teach you like basic foundations of how to convert cold leads and build rapport. But definitely like, getting listings is the name of the game.
Obviously, with this program, you get the help of a sales manager, Trun.
Yeah.
One thing that he said that stood out was that during the listing appointment, you bring some muffins or cookies.
Yeah.
And one of the listing appointments, he called me back to thank me for that, and he referred me to somebody else just
Really?
with the fact that I brought, something for.
I like that. That's awesome. So how did that go exactly? Like how did that work? Like you just brought like, 6 muffins to like the listing appointment and showed up there and
Exactly, I brought 6 muffins.
yeah.
He was pleasantly surprised, and then he had 3 kids, so
Yeah.
they loved him. And later that night, he called me saying, "Hey, I'm still thinking about whether or not to list at this current moment, but I do know somebody else that I would like to refer to you. She's ready to go. She wants to sell. Can you please reach out to her?" And that's how I came across another listing.
Nice. That's great. I mean, when you think about it that way, like the lifetime value of one client is more than just like 20, 30 grand because of that compounding effect, the referrals that you're getting and all that, right? Like that one client could bring you like 2, 3 other people. That lady could also refer you out. And so one lead is worth way more than we think. Like some people may look at this and be like, wow, 4,000 to get one listing. But the reality is you don't look at like all the other business that could generate you, all the visibility also you'll be getting from that listing alone. Maybe you'll get a couple buyers as well, right? and it will help build your
Uh,
brand. Like you said, your goal from the start would like to have your own lead gen system. You know, it's great whenever you're starting out in a team, you get leads, and you know, the only problem though is that you're depending on that team to get leads and to get business. Whenever you can have your own system, you're in 100% control of your business, your time, and how much you want to make, right? If you want to just get, you know, more leads, obviously you get more listing appointments and more listings.
exactly.
Awesome, man. So appreciate the time, Jay, and sharing your experiences here with us with the YouTube ads program that we have at getlistings.com. So looking forward to, you know, keep working together and helping you get some more listings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael.